And for our tape editor's sake, if you could just give us your name and your title.
James B. Blouvet, Town Supervisor, Friendship.
Obviously, there's a lot of commotion here in a normally quiet hamlet, if you will. Let's talk a little bit about how this whole thing started.
East of town here, I guess a couple of residents saw some people walking down the train tracks, and they fit the description of the felons, I guess you'd call them, and they called it in, and state troopers were here very quickly. And there is roadblocks set up all over town, on both ends of town. Highway 86 is backed up for like a mile and a half. I just heard that they are down at the dairies searching all the trailers at the dairies right now. And then the sheriff just went up on Highway 31A outside the Friendship Fair, and they're coming in the back way with four-wheelers coming in the backside. So that's all I know right at the present moment.
Have you heard about any residents being displaced?
No,
or anything?
I haven't heard anything about that. I know they were searching homes on east of town here, but that's all I know. I don't think anybody's been evacuated that I know of.
Now, what do you make of the fact that, I mean, if this is a correct sighting, these are folks who traveled for 350 miles and ended up right in your neck of the woods?
I don't know really where they're going. If somebody says they're headed for Pennsylvania, I don't know. They're coming down the tracks, so I don't know where they're headed.
Yeah, I mean,
it's kind of unusual for this little town to get this much activity, that's for sure. So it's interesting.
So what is your night like now? What are you doing, etc.?
I was just talking to the state police down here at their headquarters where they set up their command post, and just told me, what we could do for them. The fire company is making sandwiches and just trying to keep everybody fed and watered and do the best we can for them. I told them they could use whatever they needed. So they said thank you, and they'd be in contact. So I've just been kind of hanging out and see if they need anything.
Very good. Well, I appreciate that, and thank you very much for talking with us.
Not a problem.
Let me just get on my record here.
Hopefully they catch these guys and move on.
Exactly, yes. That absolutely will help that. Okay, let me just make sure.
They're holding milk jugs right there.
Yeah, I know. They won't let them go down to the dairies.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so they're looking at...
They're holding them so they can't go to the dairies.
They can't go offload.
Let me just make sure this is saved.
That's down there, you said?
Yeah, the trucks over here, they made them back up and park over there, so they didn't want them going to the dairies. That's where they're concentrating on right now, is the dairies and Maple Grove down in that area.
Is Maple Grove, is that a street or is that
It's a street,
It is a street. That's what we came down